Today, I'm going to share something that changed the way I see behavior. I'm going to explain why unmet needs and wants might be the reasons behind many so called problem behaviors. Have you ever wondered why your dog barks at other dogs, pulls on the leash, or just seems too much in certain situations? You might think it's just a training problem, and yes, that could be part of it. But what if it's not the whole story? What if there is something deeper going on underneath the behavior you don't like? In dog training, especially when we follow positive and science based approaches, we distinguish between needs and wants. Needs are the non negotiable, they are essentials for survival and well being. We're talking about food and water, safety and security, rest and sleep, physical exercise. These aren't optional. If even one of these basic needs is unmet, your dog will find a way to communicate it. And that communication might look like what we call misbehavior. Wants, on the other hand, are more individual. They are things that help your dog feel fulfilled, satisfied, and happy. These might include playing a favorite game, scavenging for food, digging in the ground, exploring, herding, chasing. And no, honoring your dog's wants doesn't mean you're spoiling them. It means you're respecting who they are as unique beings. It's also good to remember that we bred dogs for specific jobs. Over time, we created dogs who are really good at certain things, like beagles, who were meant to follow scent trails for hours, border collies, who were made to control movements, or small terriers like Jack Russells, who were bred to dig and chase. These behaviors might not be needs for survival in the strict sense, but for the dog, they feel essential. They help them feel satisfied, calm, and fulfilled. So technically, they're wants, but in a way, they matter as much as basic needs. Because when they're ignored, then that's when the problem starts. When needs or wants are consistently ignored or misunderstood, dogs become frustrated, anxious, or even shut down. And they express that discomfort in ways we often don't like. This could be pulling on leash, barking excessively, jumping up, reactivity towards dogs or people, destructive behaviors at home. The truth is, dogs don't just show us those unwanted behaviors for no reason. Those behaviors are usually just the surface. Underneath, there is a dog trying to cope with something that they can't explain in words. Let me share a few everyday examples just to make this clearer. Imagine a dog who's always digging up in the garden beds. It might feel like they're being naughty, but for some dogs, like Terrier, digging is instinctive. It's something they were literally bred to do. Instead of constantly trying to stop it, we can redirect it. For example, you could offer a digging pit or designated area where they can dig, and suddenly that problem becomes a healthy outlet. Or a dog who's always running off with your socks. That could be their way of trying to get your attention. Maybe they're bored or craving play, and stealing something is how they start the game. So instead of just chasing them around, we might look at ways to add more structured play or brain games into their days. Even things like constantly sniffing on walks, that's not your dog being slow or distracted. That's your dog being a dog. For breeds like Beagles or Cocker Spaniels, sniffing is a huge part of how they engage with the world. Giving them the space and time to sniff is actually one of the simplest ways to meet their mental and emotional needs. Of course, if you're dealing with bigger challenges like reactivity or anxiety, there is often more going on, and it's always okay to reach out to a professional for support. But for many common behaviors, just recognizing the need or want behind them can completely shift how you respond. So, what can you actually do with all of this? Start by getting curious. Next time your dog does something that frustrates you, instead of jumping straight to how do I stop this, pause and ask yourself, what might be going on underneath? Are they bored, overstimulated, needing a break, looking for connection? then look for small ways to meet that need or want in a way that works for both of you. Maybe it means letting them sniff more on walks or feeding them on a sniffer mat. Maybe it's ensuring play dates with a dog friend in a safe environment. Maybe it's offering more structured play or mental stimulation throughout the day. Sometimes even tiny shifts can make a big difference, especially when they are consistent. And remember, this is about building a life that feels better for your dog and for you. Meeting needs and wants might not solve everything on its own, but it's where real change begins. Trying to suppress a behavior without addressing the cause is like turning off a smoke alarm without checking for fire. If you found this helpful and want to explore this topic more deeply, I created a free downloadable guide to help you reflect, observe, and take action based on your own dog's needs. It's full of real-life examples and suggestions. And you can download it at the link in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe for more modern dog training content. Thanks for being here and for listening to your dog in a different way. See you next time.